Awesome. So we will jump into tonight's session. And tonight's session is on letting go. Now, I love this topic because we're always holding on to something. We're always holding on to things. And this could be anything. Tonight, we're going to be talking about letting go of something that is no longer serving you. Now, this could mean letting go of anger towards an ex. It could be letting go of guilt, shame, maybe a friend out of your life who's causing you problems. We hold on to things in our life because at some point it served us. Being angry at our ex helped us get over it quicker. Feeling guilty helped us not to repeat a mistake that probably violated our core values. But the problem is there's a law of the universe, which is the law of vacuum, which means that all space and time is always taken up by something. If we're holding on to anger, we don't have as much access to love. Why? Because that space is taken up. If we're holding on to a job that we really don't like, we're limiting our ability to have a space for a new work to come in. If we're in a relationship that's no longer serving us, we're stopping another person from coming in that could give us something more. This is something that I had to realize for myself. Because I had chronic fatigue syndrome for 17 years, I held on to a lot of anger towards my body. I thought I'd been given a dud. And I was so angry. I smoked, I drank, binge drank, I ate crap food because I wanted to punish it because I was angry at it. But I had to realize that I had to let go of that anger and start switching to the other side, which is the love that I had for what my body could do, what I had been gifted with. All space and time is taken. It's just a question of what is holding space in our life. Is there something that we need to let go of? I remember someone saying that holding on to anger at someone else is like taking poison and expecting them to get sick. We're the one who suffers when we're angry. We're the one who suffers when we're feeling guilty. We're the one who suffers when we hold on to things that no longer serve us. There was a great line that I wrote down just because of this session, and it's from Louise Smith. And she said, "You can't reach for anything new if your hands are still full of yesterday's junk." The real reason that we want to learn to be able to let go of things and that are no longer serving us is because it's blocking, it's taking up space for what we actually do want. I spent a lot of time in the shower thinking about like my ex and how I was angry and trying to change the conversation. But because I was taking up that space, there wasn't room for me to think about my business. And sometimes it's physical space, sometimes it's mental space. But we end up getting the life that's in harmony with the dominant thoughts that we think. And that's so important for us to understand. If we understood, Peace Pilgrim said it very well when he said, if you understood the power of your own thoughts, you'd never let yourself think another negative thought ever again. So today we're going to practice letting go of something that's no longer serving us. So take a pen and paper. You can write down at the top of a piece, Mindset Mondays, and the topic is letting go. You can open up a new page on your device, whatever it is that you want to do to journal these questions. And if you want to write down the date, it's the 17th of the 2nd, 2025. Which reminds me, I hope everyone had a lovely Valentine's Day. And if you didn't have someone to spend it with, then I hope that you took yourself out on a date or maybe gave yourself a chocolate. All right, amazing. We're going to jump into the journaling. So write down the number 1. So the first question, I want you to think about what is your main point of focus or goal right now that you're working at achieving? And you can answer this by writing, my main priority in life right now is. My main priority in life right now is. Maybe it is your health. Maybe it is earning more money. Maybe it is being happier. Maybe it is getting a job that you really enjoy. What's your main priority, the thing that you want to spend your time focused on achieving? If you don't like the word achieving, moving towards. If you don't like moving towards, I don't know how to help you. But just take a deep breath throughout these journaling questions at any point, and just let your mind relax and calm down. Give yourself access to thinking and thoughts that maybe you don't normally explore. But once you've got something written down, my main priority in life right now is just give me a thumbs up so I know to move on to the next question. Thanks, Bronman. Thanks, Stephen. And if you don't have your camera on, just use the thumbs up emoji somewhere on your screen. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Brittany. Jenny, beautiful. Once we get two more, we'll move on. Matt, thank you, Matt. Nabila, thank you. Amazing. Thank you very much. All right. Moving on to question number 2. What are you currently holding on to that's getting in the way of this goal? And I want you to dot point your answers here. And you can write, what I'm holding on to right now that's hindering my progress is. What I'm holding on to right now that's hindering my progress is. And just write down whatever comes in dot points. Maybe it's complaining. Maybe it's being in a bad mood. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's excuses. Maybe it's the belief that you're not good enough. Might be a person. Could be an emotion. Could be a thought, a belief. And if you need to, just take a deep breath. Just check in. What are you holding on to right now that's getting in the way of this? Maybe you're holding on to your comfort zone. Maybe you've got a couple of things. Maybe you've got a lot. Just let yourself explore it. Just check in. What am I holding on to? For me, it's sometimes I'm holding on to the idea that I'm not designed to be a leader, that I'm not designed to be a successful business owner. Like my personality doesn't match it. And sometimes I find myself holding on to that belief. I find myself holding on to the belief that I'm not good enough. In a lot of times when I'm struggling, and that's one of the main things that comes up, the belief that I'm not good enough. Maybe it's that you don't have the time. And once you feel like you've got a few answers that you're happy with, just give me a thumbs up. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Jenny. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Angel. Beautiful. Thanks, Louise, Matt, Nabila. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, what I want you to do is once you've got a few of those, I want you to read through your list that you have right now. And I want you to find one thing that you want to let go of. And I want you to underline or highlight it. Read through that list that you've just written down. What's one thing that you want to let go of? It'll probably be the thing that you have an emotional pull towards. Like you read it and go, oh, there's like an emotion. It triggers an emotion just by reading it. It feels heavy or it feels hard or it feels difficult. Just pick one and just underline it. Beautiful. We got one. We all good? Thanks, Steve. Beautiful. And this is a practice, so anyone that you want to practice is good. Okay, number 3, knowing that we only hold on to something that we feel is serving us. Why are you holding on to this? Like, what are you getting out of it? And you can answer this by saying, the possible reasons I'm holding on to this are. So number 3, the possible reasons I'm holding on to this are. And explore. Take a deep breath if you need to. For me, I get worried that I'm going to stress myself out. That by going too big with my business and taking on too much, I might get chronic fatigue syndrome again. Just explore it, see what comes up. No right or wrong answers, no pressure. Just explore. A lot of the time, the cause will be some way or some method, some belief that you're keeping yourself safe. Not a chance to beat ourselves up. It's just a chance to explore. No judgment. And once you feel happy with your answer, just give me a thumbs up so I know when to move on. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Angel. Thanks, Louise. Thanks, Matt. Beautiful. You're doing really well, guys. You're doing really well. Number 4, when you feel ready for it, I want you to ask yourself this question. What does continuing to hold on to this cost you over the long term? I want you to think about that thing that you're holding on to. What is the cost? And I want you to think about what's the cost to you over the next 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years. If you keep holding on to this, what is the real cost of holding on to it? And you can answer this by saying, the cost of holding on to this over the long term is. The cost of holding on to this over the long term is. For me, I'm not going to be financially free in the way that I want to. I won't be able to be there for my parents in the way that I want as they're aging. So I'm going to feel that I've lived below my potential, that I haven't helped as many people as I possibly could have. The cost is that I'm going to feel possibly that I haven't fulfilled my mission in life. And just take a deep breath. Not a chance to beat yourself up, but just to analyze what's the real cost of holding on to this. Maybe if it's anger, it's like it's going to cost you health. It's going to cost future relationships. It's going to cost you experiencing joy. And again, just take some deep breaths, no judgment, just curiosity. And once you're happy with your response, just give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Thanks, Stephen. These are some deep questions that I'm giving you a bit of extra time with just so that you can really dive in. Thanks, Angel. Thanks, Bronwyn. Thanks, Janine. Thanks, Louise. Perfect. Perfect. Thanks, Matt. Question number 5. This is our last one. What are the benefits of letting this go over the long term? And I want you to think about if you let go of this right here, right now, you were to let go, what would come into your life? And you can answer this by writing down, I want to let go of this so I can. I want to let go of this so I can. Maybe it's so you can be the best version of yourself. Maybe it's so that you can explore, be happy, be free, fulfill your mission, so that you can love. Allow yourself to get right into this. Take a deep breath. Just let your pen walk. Beautiful. Just give me a thumbs up when you feel that you're happy with what you've written down. Amazing, amazing. Give yourself a pat on the back for doing that. That was probably maybe a challenging exercise. For me, I always find it challenging, but I always find it beneficial. And if it was difficult and hard for you, then awesome. That actually means it's more beneficial. Maybe not, maybe it doesn't feel that way, but it is. The harder these questions are, the more beneficial. Well done, guys. Well done. All right. Now we're going to jump into our guided meditation. But if there's a question that you want to ask at the end, maybe just write it down before we jump into the guided meditation. If there's something you want to write down that's on your mind right now, just take a moment to write it down. And once you've done that, just move your body, get yourself, loosened up. We will be meditating for about 10 minutes. And if you're uncomfortable, meditating feels a lot harder and not as beneficial. So the more you move your body around, get yourself nice and cool, the better. We will be sitting nice and still and in place. So that is a great reason to stretch it out. I'm going to play some music through the speakers in a second for us to get into our meditation. Just taking a moment to just get yourself as comfortable as you possibly can. Allowing yourself to arrive into the space. And just taking a moment to make any last adjustments that you need to. Pull your shoulders back. Keep your back nice and straight. Tuck your chin in just a little bit. Just feel yourself arrive gently into stillness. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting your body relax. Taking another deep breath in through the nose, all the way in, all the way out, relaxing. And if you haven't yet, you can now slowly and gently close down your eyes. Feeling yourself arrive into the space, like letting go of any expectations to be perfect, to achieve an outcome. Just giving your mind permission to be here freely, to experience whatever comes up. No force, no expectations. And we're going to do a breathing exercise where we breathe in through our nose, into our stomach and chest for 4 seconds. We hold for 4 seconds. Breathe out through our mouth, letting our whole body relax for 4 seconds. And then we hold our breath gently for 6 seconds. I'm going to guide you through the first 3 rounds, and then I'm going to let you go for another 3 rounds on your own. And we'll take our first inhale through the nose in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And continue on by yourself. And once you finish your next round, allowing your breathing to return to normal. I want you to imagine in your mind that you're walking through a beautiful park beside a river. There's no one around. It's a beautiful day. It's late in the afternoon. And you're just walking along a pathway beside the river. I want you to see some trees. Feel the warm sunlight on your skin. Feels really nice. And I want you to just take a deep breath in through your nose, just breathing in the smell of the park, beautiful smells of nature, maybe flowers. Breathing out, just allowing a smile to come to your face. Imagine that you're feeling really good on this walk. You're feeling in a great vibration, in a great energy. And I want you to imagine that you sit down beside the river. You can put your feet in if you want, or you can just sit beside it, whichever feels good to you. And just watch the beautiful, clear water passing by. Watch how it just easily, naturally just flows. And I want you to imagine that in your hand right now is a leaf. And I want you to imagine that this leaf that you're holding in your hand represents something that you want to let go of. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and while you can see yourself looking at this leaf, say in your head what this leaf represents that you want to let go of. And you can repeat after me. I want to let go of. And with a deep breath in through your nose, I want you to imagine that you place that leaf in the river with a deep breath out, and you just watch that leaf gently start flowing away from you. And you can feel yourself letting go of that thing that you want to let go of. Just seeing it getting taken away. And as you lose sight of it and it's gone, you look upstream and you can see another leaf. It's being brought down on the stream and it's floating slowly towards you. And as you see it, I want you to know that this is something that's replacing what you just let go of. Whatever you let go of, the thing that you want instead is flowing to you right now. And just feel a sense of excitement. Allow yourself to put your hand into the river, and as you pick up this leaf, you feel that you now have that thing that you want instead. Whether it be love, happiness, self-belief, whatever it is that you want instead, you now feel is in your hands. Take a deep breath in through your nose, breathing in the feeling, and then breathing out through your mouth. And knowing that that felt really good. That felt really good to let go of something and make room for something else to come in. Think about one more thing that you want to let go of. And I want you to imagine picking up another leaf and holding it in your hand and letting it represent this other thing that you want to let go of. And in your head, repeat, I want to let go of, and say what it is that you also want to let go of. Imagine putting this down on the river and just feeling a weight lift off your shoulders as you take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and you just watch it float away, and it feels so good to just let it go. Just let it go. And as you see it disappearing out of sight, maybe around the corner, you look upstream again and you see another leaf floating toward you. And this leaf represents the thing that you want instead of what you just let go of. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel a smile on your face as you reach down, pick up this leaf, breathe out through your mouth, and just enjoy the feeling of what it is that you've received in return. Just taking a moment to hold both of these two things that you've received in the form of leaves in each hand, and imagine that you just hold them up to your heart. And you can feel these things that you've received, whatever they are, just making contact with your body and just moving into your body. Feel those things that you've received moving all the way through your body, the emotion of what they bring. Taking a deep breath in, feeling it spread all the way through. Deep breath out with a smile. And imagine that you thank the leaves for what they've given you. Put them down on the ground. And with a smile and taking with you these gifts that you've received, I want you to imagine that you start walking along the river again, along the path. Taking a deep breath in, feeling the good energy. Deep breath out. Taking another deep breath in. Deep breath out. And with a smile on your face, just slowly letting go of the image of your park, of the river, and slowly feeling yourself coming back into the present moment, into your body. Slowly just coming back and taking a deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out, feeling the weight of your body on the surface beneath you. Becoming aware of the temperature of the room. And with one more deep breath in through your nose, deep breath out through the mouth, you can slowly start to bring some gentle movement into your body, maybe swinging side to side, wiggling your fingers or toes, moving your shoulders, whatever feels good to you. And when you feel that you've come back into your body, taking another deep breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out, you can slowly open your eyes and come back into the space completely. Well done and welcome back. Just taking a moment to do anything you need to do. If you need to stay still and quiet, it's completely fine. If you need to write something down, amazing. Whatever you need to do now is perfect. Now, I do want to thank you all for being here, for coming along, bringing some great energy, for sticking with it all the way till the end. Letting go is a difficult thing. It's not for everyone. I feel like you have to want to let go. You have to feel a desire to move towards something that you want. So if this was hard for you, that's okay. After I end this recording part, I'll open it up for some questions and answers. But if you feel that something's come up that you want to reach out and have a chat about, if you want to inquire about what it is I do, feel free to follow me on social media on David Keith Turner Coaching on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whichever platform you want. Or if you want to, feel free to reach out on Meetup and ask me any questions or tell me about your journey and where you're at. I love connecting with new people. I love hearing about where they're at, what they're working on. And if there's anything that you feel you'd like to talk to me about and possibly even work on, I am a mindset coach. That's what I do. I don't like forcing my services on anyone. I truly believe that, you need to like each other and want to reach out. So if that feels like something you'd like to do as well, or something you'd like to explore, please let me know by just reaching out on Meetup. But I'd like to thank you all for being here, for your great energy. And the way that this works now is I end the recording and I open it up to you guys to let you guys ask questions, share your experience of being here. But yeah, I hope you really enjoyed tonight's session, and I hope that you come back next week and you enjoy it. And if you did, please leave a rating on Meetup. That would be great. We're getting more and more people at the moment coming along, which is great. So if you'd like to help me out, bring a friend, recommend it to a friend. That would be amazing. I'd love to see more and more people on here. I love doing these sessions. So thank you again. And yep, I'll end it and open it up to you guys.